Always grateful to be able to invite people into our everyday conversations, especially when it comes to vision.
Yes.
Whether I'm working with my organizational clients or individual clients that are looking for formation, there's one thing that they've been experiencing is trying to build their vision in isolation. And it's almost heartbreaking that someone, whether you're a C-suite leader or an emerging leader like yourself,
yes,
that you have to carry the burden or carry the weight of significant vision alone.
We were not built to do anything, to carry anything that God put in us alone.
Yeah.
So it breaks my heart too.
And my heart always goes to, what do we do about it? And I know we have, Favor Together, it focuses on formation, but it's what else? What else is going to help people to come out of the cave, per se?
Yeah.
Because now a habit has been formed of, I can do this all by myself. Having to build a vision by myself because the people that were around me, they didn't understand the language I was using. They didn't understand why I spoke so heavily about vision. I'm a person that follows patterns and trends, right? And throughout the Bible, especially in Jeremiah 2, where God was like, what do you see? And I was like, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And I went down this pattern of, what do you see?
Yeah.
So whether I was looking for employment, whether I was, talking to clients, that is always, or even individuals. I don't care where I am. I'm like, what do you see?
What do you see? Yeah. Yeah.
And there's nothing like responding and then someone says, like it says in Jeremiah, you see right.
Yeah.
That confirmation is something that is invaluable, or even getting someone to guide you to start carrying effectively what it is that you see without anxiety, without getting depressed, because there's a journey that you have to take.
And without burnout. Burnout is real, and it'll cause you to abandon what you had set forth to do. And so doing it alone is just a quicker path to being burnt out.
Yeah. Oh, I have plenty of testimonies on that one. It's tiring.
Yes.
It's exhausting, and it's unnecessary. Because we weren't created to do things in isolation. We weren't built to carry things alone. And when people abandon their assignment, or when people decide, I got this now, I'm going to build on my own, you're causing someone to have to now not only carry their part, but now carry your part.
Do two people's jobs at once, sometimes three.
Sometimes five.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, you wear many hats.
Yes, and you can do it in the beginning. It seems like, it's you against the world.
Yes.
You're like, I got this. You find a rhythm, but after a while, that is not sustainable.
It's not. And I think even when people do things alone, not only are you doing it out of your own strength, but now you're doing it out of God's original design.
Yes.
His original design has always been community. He always sends. He sends a person, or he'll draw you to a person, or he'll order your steps to a community. And people get I think it's pride. I think it's ego. And it's, I can do this, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. But in the kingdom, there is no me.
Right.
There is no I. There is we.
And there's also that flip side that you have to anticipate that what is on your life to do, you may be sent to environments where it doesn't exist. So you can't shrink back waiting to see what it looks like in action when you may be that very person to put it in action. So sometimes you got to get out that seat. And that's where the obedience comes in.
Yeah.
Versus sitting, and I know that there's this, I'm waiting. There's a time to wait, but then there's a time to move.
And what are you doing while you're waiting?
There you go. And that's the thing that's so interesting, because in the waiting, there's still supposed to be motion.
Yes.
There's still supposed to be movement.
Preparation.
So whether you're in the waiting room, whether you're in a resting season, whether you're in a time to move, there's always movement.
There's always something to do. God is always speaking. There's always direction. There's always something we could be doing on our part while we wait.
Yes. Yeah. So where's that training ground? And that's what formation is really designed for. It is designed to move any barriers that you're currently facing within your current realm of responsibility, or preparing you for your future.
Yes. What's next?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where, Favor Together comes in, because it's really around positioning you, not with who you like.
That's good.
But what you need.
Yes.
And sometimes you need someone who's going to hold your feet to the fire, who's going to hold you accountable to the original vision. Not what you kind of, translated it to be, but the true vision that was originally yours to carry.
I agree. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. So is it easy? No.
No. Obedience isn't easy.
It's a lot of sacrifice, but I can say from experience that it's always been worth it. Maybe not during the process,
but when you can look back.
Yes, and that's the thing. And when I look back, I can praise God.
Yes.
So I take that into those uncomfortable times where He sends me out into places where I don't know anybody. But then I look at the favor of when, through obedience, I meet emerging leaders like you, right? Because think about it. Had I not stepped out, I would not have been connected to you.
Had I not stepped out.
And that's something that you always said from our first conversation, having that unrestricted yes. And that has stayed with me, and that's one of the benefits of being in community and not in isolation, because from every conversation, and that's what I love about being with like-minded people, not on the same level, but just like-minded to do the things of God.
Yes.
And to be the things of God, because you'll say something, every conversation, I'll walk away with one thing that stays and resonates with me. And every day I'm looking at, whether it's in the morning or in the evening, I'm looking at, did I give my unrestricted yes? Not to man, but to God.
Yes, to God.
Because He says, give us this day our daily bread. Did I give my unrestricted yes to everything that He told me to do on this day?
Ooh, that's a good heart check.
But you gave me that language just from conversation.
Yeah. Wow. Lord moves. Y'all can't tell me He's not real.
And that's the reason why we cannot get caught up in age. We can't get caught up in titles and positions. We have to get caught up in how do we connect our parts of our vision together to fulfill the works, the ministry of the kingdom.
And the biggest part of that is just doing that uncomfortable thing.
Yes, a lot of the uncomfortable
all
things.
of the uncomfortable things. But then it'll become your new normal.
Yes.
Being uncomfortable, it will be your new normal, and then it'll be whatever God is saying, I'm going to do it. And that's that unrestricted yes. Whatever the Lord is saying in this hour is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. And that's the benefit of being around a multitude of people, because especially when you sit down with someone who hasn't lived in the same place, who hasn't been going to the same church, the same job for 20 plus years, right? The ones that have been transplants, they have an experience that they can bring to the table to get someone out of the familiar.
I love the transplant language you use.
Yeah.
That's good. I love that. Yes, because we get so caught up in our environments, and then we form this like tunnel vision of what life is supposed to be, what God is supposed to be, and that's why it's so important to link arms with other people that can get you to where you're going, or that have been where you're headed.
Yes.
It's so important to do that, because you break that mindset, you break that tunnel vision.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons when we talk about In Favor Together, Live Free, during the clarity conversations, we're assessing where you're not free.
Yes.
And can I tell you, no matter how many times I do it, I am astounded by how many people they have the financial integrity, they're stewarding their money really well, right? They're stewarding their health really well. But then when we get to the geographical freedom, they stay stuck in the familiar, in what was comfortable. And that's sometimes their aha moment, like, oh my goodness, God has been calling me out from this place, but fear of the unknown, fear of what they may say, kept their freedom hostage in this one area.
And fear, people bury fear with comfort. So they retreat.
Yes.
And they say, well, I'm not comfortable doing that. I'm not comfortable doing that because of the fear. And so now we're living our life in what's comfortable.
Yes.
And that gets you stuck.
Can't grow all the time. Now, I'm not saying always, but sometimes it's like you stop at a certain level, right? You're not able to really break free to be able to do the fullness of what God has called you to do.
Because you're uncomfortable.
Yes. What are we saying? This is the time of year, whether you're at your job, whether you're in ministry, whether you're looking at your family, whatever it is that is connected to your life, this is an opportunity to do a mid-year check-in.
Yes.
Look at, a lot of individuals, a lot of churches fasted at the top of the year. What did God say pertaining to your vision? What did God say to every place that you're connected to? What was the vision of 2026? And where are you in that?
Measure it.
And we're not talking about just doing, I like to do this, so I focus. No. What is the vision that God gave you at the top of the year? And what are some measurable results, measurable outcomes that you can articulate and clearly go to your shepherd, to your supervisor, and say, these are the areas of impact as it pertains to what the beginning of the year talked about. And where are you? If you are in a nonprofit organization, right, your fiscal year is starting in July. So where are you for the last month of the fiscal year? So we're talking about either mid-year or end of the fiscal year. Regardless, June brings closure to something.
And where are you?
So where you at?
That's good. We should do mid-year check-in.
So if you don't have anyone to sit down with you to help you to bring clarity to where you are with what God said at the beginning of the year, or those that you are accountable to had instructed you that this is what they needed to see, either fiscal year or through the calendar year, we're here to help you. There's links in the description, there's links in the comments. You just have to take it.
Just click it.
Just click it.
Just schedule.
It's free. All it is, it's an opportunity to get some clarity, so that way, whether we're looking at December, what are we going to celebrate? Right? Whether it's this time next year, what are we celebrating? But there has to be, we have to get as a people to a point where there's more fruit than there is more death.
Wow.
Because if we're not moving our vision forward, then we're not bearing the fruit that we were commanded to. We should be fruitful and multiply. I have less time in front of me than I have behind me. So what is my legacy going to be? I have to keep moving, and I have to do these check-ins to those that I'm accountable to. Because why? God chose them. I didn't choose them.
The Lord sent you.
And that's the thing. If you are watching us, God sent you to this. But if you don't take the opportunity to move, then you have no one to blame but yourself.
Faith without works is dead.
This is not a time to really beat yourself up, right? This is not a time of, if you look back to January and you're like, what have I really accomplished? What have I really done? You know what? You can change all of that by
Yes.
just clicking the link. And you're taking one step forward. And that speaks mountains.
Yes.
I guarantee you, you have more accomplishments
Yes.
than you recognize. And sometimes you just need another fresh set of eyes
Yeah.
to help you to see it. And that's what Favor Together is all about. I am not pitching. I am not selling. I am just encouraging you to get back in alignment
Yes.
with the fullness of your vision. We're doing our part to make things available for you, but we can't force you to drink.
We can lead you to water.
Yes. And not to say that we have all the answers,
Right.
but we can connect you.
To someone who does.
And one of the great things about Favor Together is that we have some amazing partners. So when you're coming under and getting and linking arms with Favor Together, you're linking arms with some powerful organizations. And that brings to mind the other night, I don't want to mess it up. we were talking about part of the vision, and they were talking about scars. I'm not going to mess it up. So can you say what it was?
We are not here to cause any new scars. Whatever you're bringing with you, we are not going to add to that. We are not going to add to that. We're not going to re-wound you. We're not going to make any new scars. That is not what we're here to do.
Yeah. And I thought that that was so amazing. And I had to go to a place of even thanking God that every single collaborative partner connected to Favor Together, that exactly is their value.
Yeah.
They're not there to rob, steal, kill,
or
destroy. And that's what's just, I'm thankful that there are a people that really have a heart to help and to serve. And that's what we connect you to.
Yes. I think everything that Favor Together does is alignment.
Yes.
Where are you not aligned? Where can we lead you to alignment? Where can we help you?
Schedule a clarity call. And if you feel that you need something that maybe we didn't mention, reach out.
Yes.
There is a telephone number, there is an email on the website, so all you have to do is use it.
Yep. That's
right? There's no such thing as a silly question, and we're here to serve.
Yes.
So until next time, thank you for joining us in our sit room. And we will be back after the holiday. June 1st will be our next Favor Together Formation Live in the big room.
Yes.
The calendar is open. So if you want to join us here in person at Holiday Empowerment in our studio, please you have to register.
Yes.
So that way we know that you're coming and we will save your seat.
Yes.
So take care and we will see you at the next Formation Live.
See you next time.